three-way.
We got a
Special guest.
We got a special guest here today, y'all.
Yeah. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Young up and coming.
Yeah,
Y'all better be watch out for him, you know what I'm saying? In fact, let me let him tell y'all about himself, man.
I'm Jay King, you heard me? Young artist from Southwest Philly. For me, I got a couple things going on. I got some business going on. Couple motion I'm moving, you feel me? But I just dropped this song, it's called Antidote. I wanna make sure y'all tap in on all platforms. You feel me?
Alright, but that ain't what today's topic really is about. Today's topic is about relationships.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Wait,
Valentine's
wait,
Day.
how you do the V? How you?
Yeah.
No,
Look,
that's a W. Hold up, V. V. Bam.
she'll get it.
Wumbo, you wumbo.
They'll get it.
Love
But,
wins, because I wanted that W in there.
Yeah, so how y'all feel about this topic today?
Relationships? I feel great. You know, we have our Tyler in the background. Beware.
Be aware,
Be
please.
patient.
Outbursts.
Be patient.
Be patient.
Mhm.
But go ahead
So
and take the
today-
floor, y'all. I gotta go use the bathroom.
So, like you said, how do we feel about this topic? We said we feel great. I think we should go on talking about like our experiences with it.
About relationships?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody want to go first? Y'all in the middle. Look, you can look to the middle now.
Y'all can go first.
So, all right. Before we dive in, I want to remind our audience that the purpose of Three Ways Podcast is to always provide you all with the experience, a perspective from three different points of view.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have myself, whom I'm a married woman. We have my husband, who will be back in the camera in a few. He's attending to our 3-year-old. So we're obviously married. But then we have our younger duo here, who can kind of speak from a different perspective of relationships. You don't have to necessarily touch on your current. You can touch on your past, current, whatever you feel comfortable to talk about. But overall, just your view of relationships, what it means to you. You can talk about your experience. You can talk about whatever comes to mind. Just wanted to put that out there. It's open. So.
And don't forget to like drop down what y'all feel about relationships too and any questions. So say if we do a part 2, we can help them.
Yeah, for sure. So anybody want to go first? I don't mind going first, but I want to.
Yeah, you can go first.
So okay, so my experience. You want to come back and join us, Mid?
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
He said I could come. All right. So me. Like I said, I'm married. Been married for 3, going on 4 years. This year we'll make our 4-year anniversary in the summertime. Marriage has been everything I hope and dream for it to be. I expected the ups and downs. I expected the good and the bad. When you make vows, you know you take all those things into consideration. So good and bad has followed us in this journey of marriage. However, the good outweighs the bad. And I feel like the bad has been like teaching lessons for both me and my husband, Mid. Overall, like I truly appreciate our companionship. Because it's nothing like having someone as your lifetime partner, having somebody that you know you can always turn to right here, right now, and then for the rest of eternity, as long as you both have breath in your bodies. It's just nothing like having that backbone, that person that supports you, that can help you make better decisions, that can love on you when you're feeling down, that can, just be there through every phase of life, because life be lifing.
It do.
So
I
just-
definitely
They do.
like
Just having that person that if I could summarize it, that just knows is not, you know, that person is not going to turn against you, and they're not going to stray you in the wrong direction. They always have your best interest. So it's a great feeling. You know, so I'll give the floor to somebody else, and eventually I'll talk about like previous relationship experiences. But I did want to just touch on like my current status of what.
Y'all want me to go? Y'all want to go?
We're good.
I go.
Bow out.
Alright, so I made the truth, but relationship wise, I can say this is like my first very committed relationship, because I ran the streets in my younger days, so I do have a lot of children, but it was never considered like we were in relationships, or I was just doing me and they was doing them, so we was doing us. But hear nor say, regardless of what me and the parent went through, I always was a good father as long as I was able to be. Shout out to be 4 years free today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been on the streets 4 years, and it's like, since I've been out here, I just been trying to do everything different. So, me coming home, actually, I'm wrong. Yesterday was my day that I came home. Today was the day that I proposed to my wife, and then we celebrated Valentine's Day. But actually, like, becoming a married man
4 years ago.
is like, it's new,
December 13th.
but it's something that I wanted, you could say, and it was just never the right time. Put it that way. But I met her, unfortunately, while I was in prison, and it was a lot of space, whereas though we couldn't just jump into a physical thing. So having that space to build a friendship and a bond before anything, and then coming home and then carrying that out, it's like you really married, I really married like my best friend, and it's no other way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and it changed me in a way for the better, because like I said, I was a good father, but it made me become a great father. It made me become a great husband. It made me become a better man.
Yeah.
So, that's just the marriage side of it. But through my trials and tribulations, it wasn't always good. You know, I found myself in relationships where I was just there. We was just there. Kid came out of it, and you know, now we just there. But I never could really find that one person that I can say, all right, that's my one person, and I can't see myself with nobody else. It was hard because I was in the streets. And everybody know what comes along with the streets. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be making a whole lot of money, but you got enough money for a car and to dress nice. And when I was growing up, shit, that's back when they had the celebrities. I don't even know if they know what a celebrity is. But you know what I'm saying?
That's so real though.
You had you a celebrity, you had you some rims on that joint, some tint, you had you a little couple dollars in your pocket. You ain't even had to have no jewelry.
Yo, what's a celebrity? I'm keeping it being. I don't even know
It's a
what they
car.
It's a car.
It's a car. I think it was made
What
by
type of car?
Chrysler.
Chrysler, type of Chrysler.
Chrysler,
Yeah, that'd be fucking with the Chrysler.
Chevy. One of them. But you know what I'm saying? That's back in the day, but
I thought you was talking about something else. I'm glad
Me
you asked
too.
him what celebrity was.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, when you said celebrity, I was
People.
I was thinking about the fact that like back then, celebrities were celebrities. I feel like now, like just the, I know what you mean now, but now like celebrities, I feel like we're so in tune with what their lives consist of. Seem like they're just regular people. I mean, they are regular people. You get what I'm saying? But it seemed like you know these celebrities.
They used to faint when they saw Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like
They
now
saw
it's like if I
Jackson.
run into Cardi B, I'm like, what's up, girl?
They said,
Like
y'all gonna be on
that's
some
how
cool
I'm.
shit.
That's how I'm gonna be.
Right.
Like, cause they let us into their lives like so much. So that's funny. I feel like that's a topic we could talk about one day. But anyway,
I feel like,
that's
but when it comes to relationships, I feel like it motivates stability. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it motivate like staying down. You get what I mean? Like it's a wild world, and when you dive into different heads, you dive into different lives. You feel me? So when you lock into a relationship, it's more so you can bring somebody into your life, and then you don't gotta learn a whole large side. You don't gotta learn a whole lot of different sides. You feel me? Like you got your side where you gotta be where you kind of like, all right, I see they side, but I'm also more so able to focus on the shit I got going on. You know what I mean? And I'm available to walk her into my world, but it's like you gotta be real careful with who you choose. You know what I mean? Because it's like that could end up hurting you more than it can help you. You feel me? It could end up being one of those things where it's like, all right, now I got a partner, or I got a partner which you could consider an asset, or you got a hindrance which you could consider liability. You feel me? So that's some shit that's trying to hold you back. Whether it's like, yo, they taking that last, whether it's like they requesting time that we use certain things. So the way I feel like when it comes to relationships, it's all about who, you feel me? It's all about the person that's in front of you. You gonna go through a good amount of trials and errors, kind of learn different people, and being able, and more so what you learn through them different people is how to identify who, you feel me, through those different signs. You mean you gotta be able to identify like the patterns. You know what I mean?
excuse me, y'all.
Right now. Use that to be able to determine who, you feel me? Like, and when you find that who, you gotta be able to really know, like.
so can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is you talking from like a dating aspect?
I'm saying on
Like basically.
I'm saying on the shit where it's like relationship that's like that's allowing somebody to come into your world, in my opinion.
It is.
Yeah.
When you dating, it's like y'all walking into a world that's like that's outside of yours and outside of hers. You dating, you meeting somewhere else inside of a world that's, you know, the dating world. You mean? But when it's like you bringing them into your section, you coming over to where how I think. You feel me? You starting to you coming over into my head. Now you letting that be an aspect. So it's like that's what I consider as relationship. Like that's taking that step to the point where now you're not a person that we meeting in this alternate world, but now we walking into each other world.
Yeah.
And then it get real deep because you building your own. Y'all building your own world on top of that. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like
I get that. Yeah.
it'd be like you gotta be real smart about who you choosing to make that world with, because it can be real chaotic depending on the lifestyle of the person you choosing, or depending on how they carry it. You feel me?
True. And not to cut you off, because I'm gonna give you the floor, but to elaborate on that, you really gotta know who you walking into this situation with, because this can become a life situation, and you don't want to be in this situation, and then 30, 40 years down the line, you done looked at it and like, damn, this ain't even the person that I thought it was gonna be. Like, this ain't even who I really want to be with.
The reality is that time changes.
And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people fail to realize this. the signs and the proof is there before it even starts. So before you put yourself in a situation to even get involved with people, try to get to know the person. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't always about being who's better or who knows more. Just get to know one another so y'all know where y'all stand, so y'all know where y'all at and who on what level, and how y'all gotta bring each other to each other's level.
Yeah, and patience is serious too, because I feel like time can change people. And it can change people for the better, or it can change people for the worse.
True.
You'll see people trying like I feel like if you got the wrong person through time, they can hit a switch. And then after that switch, they'll sit here and be an enemy in certain aspects.
Right.
In certain predicaments, you'll find that.
I think time reveals people. It changed people, no doubt about it. I feel like life changes people, but when it comes to stuff like just to kind of pinpoint on what you're saying, like, I think it reveals people. Like it's like a person can only wear a mask but for so long. They can only hide the you know the flaws and all, but for so long. Eventually, like, it's going to reveal itself, because you know you are who you are.
Right.
Now, I agree, it do change people as well, because over time we all change.
Right.
Like you said, no matter how you look at it, we're going to change. That's part of life. Like, you're going to grow, you're going to change, you want to change. You know what I mean? 10 years from now, you don't want to be in the same space that you were in 10 years prior. So ultimately, like you said, change can be good or bad, because some people don't allow room to grow.
Like, it could be like, and grow.
With that being said, not to cut neither one of you off, I would like to hear what you have to say. Because she's sitting over here very quiet. And you know, I did kind of cut her off, so I apologize for that. But you now have the floor.
Hey,
Basically, your take on relationships.
I feel like before you get into a relationship, I feel like before you get, yep, that right there. I feel like before you get into a relationship, you have to have a relationship with yourself. You cannot pour anything into somebody else's cup until you have your cup. You can't share it. Like, if you don't have you can't have nobody else. Like, before you even start learning somebody, you have to know, can I be able to take on me, them, us, and the world? Because it's a lot. And being human, like y'all said, you can only wear a mask for so long. So it's just like, you really got to understand, you as a person, have you dealt with your issues already? Your insecurities, your mental, can like, it's a lot when you go into a relationship. So it's like,
Can I ask you a question? Because I like that. I like where you just took us. Do you think that you have to have all of that self-work done before you can explore a relationship? Or do you think that it can also be done while in a relationship?
Hold on. Yes and yes.
Okay.
Because when you're young, you try out relationships. Some people do, some people don't. So that's like your trial and error right there. Your first, whatever it is, first love, first life, first whatever, that's your trial. Your second is on something like, okay, you getting into your teens, into your young adulthood. So it's like, all right, I'm dealing with the world now. I depending if you're a male or female, I just like, you going through a lot mentally, trying to figure out you as a female. I'm figuring out my body and my mind. So it's like rapid thoughts and just moving certain ways. You got to figure that out. So it's just like, yes, you can, your partner can help you out with being in a relationship, but at the same time, I feel like as time go on, your brain is going to mature. So it's just like, you're going to see like, okay, maybe I can take this, maybe I can't take this, but okay, when you get in that relationship and you got that helping hand, it's like, okay, they helped me with this, so now I can process this better. And you learn, you just keep every connection that you pass through, whoever you meet, you're going to learn something about yourself and how to do better in the next relationship. So it's like it's a yes and a yes. You must do self work, but you also can get help within a relationship.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, you got, yeah, no, that's true. You gotta be able to read. Like, you read that still. I feel like, and she's good to have your stuff established. She said, it's good to have all that together already. And it's good to have your stuff established, but it's like, that's just a sign. You know what I'm saying? That the before and after is a growth. And anybody that can walk through the growth, that's a sign. You know what I mean? You won't get to get that sign while you get there, when you get to that establishment. You feel me? So it's like, as far as having everything together mentally, I feel like that's important. But as far as having everything together on the other behalf, be on your path. But if you can find somebody that can meet you before you actually get to your destination, then it matters, because that's like you able to tell that it wasn't about me being at my destination and revealing what I already possess.
Yes, it is. You can still hear it. It's still audio on the phone. But my thing is, how do y'all feel about being friends first or jumping into a relationship? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Alright, y'all want my take on that?
Yes, we want everybody to take.
Alright, my take on that. I've been that person. So I've been in a relationship. I've jumped in a relationship without knowing people. But at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, it wasn't a relationship. Because I didn't know them, they didn't know me. So all it turned out to be was a situationship. If you understand what I'm saying. Because I don't know you, you don't know me. We jumping in bed, we making all these plans, and this, that, and the third, but then a month down the line, man, you don't even know, we can't even stand each other. And we parting ways. So it's like, I'd rather get to know a person first than to just jump in a relationship. And that's me speaking from before a married man. Now, being a married man that had that time, and to be honest with you, I only had that time to have that space to get to become a friend first, because I was incarcerated. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I would have never got incarcerated, I would have never been able to know what be friends first, then make it a relationship. You get what I'm saying? Because, yeah, me and my wife is married, but we're friends. Whereas though, it don't matter what's going on, me and her could talk about it. It doesn't matter. Whether who it's about, what it's about, no matter what it is. Good, bad, evil, we can sit down and have a conversation about it. Because we built that friendship. You understand what I'm saying? Now, outside of the friendship with the marriage, if you find anybody on this planet that say marriage is cake, they're a fucking liar. Because one thing you always gonna agree with your partner, and don't ever forget this, one thing you're always gonna agree with is to disagree. You're never gonna see eye to eye on every single thing. But it's times where you gotta be the one that don't look at it like, oh, it's about me and what I say. You gotta be the one that be like, all right. Sometimes, like, you gotta buckle down. You know what I'm saying? you gotta be the one that just back down and just be like, all right, you know what, you right. Even though you may be right, but at that moment, you gotta let them be right. And that's just how it go. As a man, we're never gonna be right. You get what I'm saying? I'm a hell of a man. I'm not a bum. I work. I provide. I do everything that a man, a father, a husband is supposed to do. But you got a lot of bums that want the women to do everything, but they want to run the house. How can you run the house when you're not bringing nothing in it? Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, in order for me to be the king of my castle, I have to provide for it. I have to make it known. And that's just how you navigate in a marriage. Now, speaking from a married man to
Before you continue.
up and coming, welcome back. But speaking from a married man to a up and coming couple, you have to hear one another out. You understand what I'm saying? Don't never stop to take the time to hear one another out. Sometimes you may not even be trying to hear it because you just feel like you're right.
So what's the keys to a relationship in everybody's opinion?
Hold on.
Communication,
Wait. Oh, someone else.
breed, lack of separation.
You said that wrong. Take
I
your time
did.
and say it over again, 'cause I know what you're trying to say.
Cause she just whatever. But lack of communication breeds separation.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, man.
Keys to, what was your question?
What's
Keys
the keys to a relationship? Or a long lasting, not temporary.
I believe the keys to a long-lasting relationship is love, communication, compromise, commitment, trust, loyalty, respect, understanding,
Mm-hmm.
love again. And I'm gonna end it with this. I just gave 9 things, technically 8 because I said love twice, so I'm gonna end it with this. Patience.
I was gonna say that.
Keys to a successful relationship.
Go, Jay.
Thanks, Sinead, bro. I think it's like, I think communication is vital.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you come into a relationship, it's two people with two different heads and two different outcomes. So they comprehend the world two different ways.
Yeah.
So when it comes to communication, I feel like that's just explaining your way, the way that you see the world as opposed to how they see the world.
That's so crazy. I'm so happy you said that. Because that was one thing that me and Mid bumped heads with when he first came home. Not communication, but you know how you said you got two different people that think two different, completely different ways.
Mm-hmm.
We bumped heads with that so much because he thinks one way, I think a different way. That's with anybody in any relationship because we're all our own person. Like we're all our individual people. So we have our own mind. So I had to we had to teach each other, but it was mainly me teaching him because he's strong. He's strong-minded. Like he's really, really strong-minded. So like whatever way he's used to doing something, he expected me to do it the same way that he would do it. or he expected me to think the same way he would think. And it would be times where I would have to tell him, you're you, I'm me. We can do the same, accomplish the same goal and do it 2 different ways, and no way is right over the other way. You get what I'm saying? Like, as long as the goal is accomplished, how you get there is up to you, because we're our own individual people. Now, granted, he also has a lot more wisdom than me. So that's where communication plays a huge factor, because, okay, just because I have one way of thinking and he has a different way of thinking, maybe I can start to kind of think the way he thinking, because it might be a reason why he operating the way he operating, because he got more life experience than I have, you know what I mean? So that's why I like that you pinpointed that, because like it just kind of like coincides, communication coincides with so many different things, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I can give a number one thing, if you ask what's some factors, I would say communication is probably number one, outside of love.
Always key.
Outside of love. Love is the action. So you choose to love somebody, you gotta know what it means.
And me, to an extent, I do believe in gender rules. So it's like, one thing is listening. You feel me? Like, listening on both behalves, but like in a lot of scenarios, like on a female behalf, it's like knowing how to fall back and just, you feel me, just see like, all right, cool, it's a reason why he's saying this. You know what I mean? Especially in public, especially in a lot of scenarios. Like, I feel like in private, that's when y'all talk about, you know, yo, I feel like that, man, yo.
Yeah.
That's that brings y'all things to talk about. But when you out, you mean, make it simple, because it's like the man's goal is to be the provider. You feel me? So it's like, I'm providing. You mean, and a protector, especially the protector. You mean? So it's like, all right, I gotta make sure that however we move, not just how I move, but how we move, allows us to get back to the crib safe.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
so, yeah.
So I like that too. 'Cause that was one of my struggles. Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
That's part of
Same way.
communication. Like,
Cause see, we gonna
can't just
fall
talk,
back.
talk.
Cause he was talking, man, we gonna fall back in situations where it's like you feel strongly about something. We not gonna do too much arguing. It's like we gonna take it, all right, cool, that's how you feel. We gonna fall back. Let you remain, even though we have our own opinion and a lot of other stuff we can say. Sometimes we gonna just say, all right, like we gonna see your side, and that's really the most valuable part, because that's we just gonna learn anyway.
Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something, bro. Men rule when it comes to a house. Like, alright, for instance, we married. Our household is ran just like this. I'm the man of the house, but she's the woman of the house. What she says go. I'm just the enforcer. I'm there to make sure everybody else in the house follow her rules.
But just like king and queen for real though.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? And whatever she can't handle, I'm there to pick up the slack. Cars, animals, shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Kid, whatever. I'm the one there to pick up the slack when she can't handle it. But she's she set the rules. She set the boundaries. She set the tone. I just enforce it. That's the difference between just being in a relationship and being married.
I have a question. Do y'all have a role model, like within relationships, like somebody that y'all looked up to and was like, I wanted to be like that?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
I got the questions. I'm listening to y'all too.
I don't really mess with that. I don't mess with that.
I'm gonna let you go first.
I first.
You can go. No, cause you got. Go ahead.
I don't really mess with that. Like, I feel like, cause everything is just based off of what you saw. I feel like nothing's fully authentic in nobody's eye, because y'all wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? Y'all can sit here and see all the happy moments that happen between your grandparents, between something you saw on the media,
Oh, yeah.
between any of that. Like, you can sit there and look up to all them people, and even your mom and dad, you can look up to them, but it's a lot of stuff that was fabricated.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like, you gotta sit there and be like, all right, cool. I'm here with this person. First, you gotta sit here. First, you gotta grow to learn how it is learning people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, yo, I'm here with this person. Trying to grow to be here with this person.
Okay.
So I feel like, once again, the person that you learning is not the person that your dad was messing with, the person that your mom was messing with. It's the person that you chose to sit here and try and take it a distance with.
But can I add to that though? Because ultimately, like for me, growing up in my era, I was raised in a house with my mom and my dad. So when I got old enough and had the time to realize that I want to be married, I want all of these different things, that's when I had to realize, like, all right, damn. I had my mom and my dad. Everything in the house wasn't always peaches and cream. But for me, this is what I want for my wife and my household. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I had great parents. Excellent parents. Like, the best parents you could ask for. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, everything ain't always peaches and cream. So like y'all just said, a lot of things when you feel like it was fabricated and you wasn't allowed to see it or you wasn't subject to it. I didn't have that outlet, whereas though I didn't get to see certain things. You understand what I'm saying? So certain things that I seen, I didn't like. And what I did was, the things that I didn't like, I had to, the things that I didn't like, I had to take and say, I don't want those things for me and mine. I want different. I want that same structure of the mom and the dad raising the child or the children. I want that same structure, but I don't want to do some of the things I've seen. I don't want to be that person that I've seen at times, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely good to have that influence.
That's what I would call my influence.
I feel like you and Nelly is my influence. Like, out of everybody that I've seen.
Thank you.
No, seriously though, cause down to even like parenting and stuff. Like, if y'all ever have a disagreement, y'all do it so like she won't know. So I really like, that's nice, cause everybody, like, people do things differently. So it's just like, to see certain things, it's just like, I would like to like, I already know how I want to handle it, but y'all put a little cherry on top of how it should go about like a lot of things. So it's just like, y'all kind of like my role model, at least now. Before then it was Disney, and Disney is make believe. So it's
Disney
just like
definitely was the best.
very, very, very Disney. Fall in love with
That's
a
what's
person.
up. It's what's up to
Like,
hear that. It's what's up to hear that the fact that we can actually be a role model. You understand what I'm saying? Without trying to be. That's touching me. That made me feel some type of way. Like, that's what's up. Thank you.
Thank you. I was out the camera. Hey, y'all, I'm back.
y'all cool, because it's just like, even though like we all have our talks,
King, yeah.
and And it's
Go
just
on
like,
then. On these airheads. Go ahead.
it's just like when I talk to you about certain things and how you like just seeing your mind and like we just share information and go about it and I can give you advice and you can give me advice. So it's just like hearing that and then seeing that being welcomed into the home and how y'all do things is just like really awesome.
Yeah, oh, I appreciate that. I want to answer that question. So I don't have that's a tricky question for me. Role model. I can't say I have a couple role models, but I have a person role model. My mom, I feel like, set the bar high, set a great example for how I should carry myself as a woman.
For me, it's my grandma.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just how I should carry myself as a woman, like knowing how to balance out each role that I play in my life with different relationships, down to wife, mother, friend, family, cousin. I feel like my mom was just like that person that just was like super strong in every relationship. She just did it effortlessly. Like she was just such a genuine person. I feel like that just was like, that kind of came on to me naturally. Like one thing about me is like, I just always want to be as real as possible, as genuine as possible. And I just want to be good to the next person. And I feel like my mom was good with everybody she encountered, unless you fucked her over. Sorry, excuse my language. Unless you fucked her over. If she ain't mess with you, she ain't mess with you. But if you was somebody she messed with that she said she loved, she was gonna go above and beyond for you. And that's just the example my mom said. So like with that being said, you wanna say something?
After you're done, I want to go into like signs when it comes to relationships. You know?
Yeah, and that just helped me like apply. It just came naturally, like even down to motherhood for me. Like I feel like just when you have a good example, and once that example is like you apply it to yourself, like even unconsciously, because I didn't consciously say like, oh, I'm going to be like my mom or anything. I just feel like it's just naturally in me, and I appreciate that. Like I know I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for her. Like she just literally set a good example.
That's what she showed you, and that's what you said. That's what I want to be.
Yeah,
that's why it's
Just like my
natural.
mom.
Yep.
I feel like my mom.
To you naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, I was raised in like a mostly female household. You know what I'm saying? Like from the majority of my life, you feel me? My dad was in and out, so it was like. But my mom, she was on a mission to try and teach me how to be a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like she wasn't really able to the way the world was able to. So when I stepped into the, that's a whole nother situation. But it was like with my mom. She kind of set requirements that I knew was. She kind of taught me requirements. You feel me? Like requirements for myself that I wanted to have.
Okay.
You feel me? Like
Standards.
you
Yep.
mean
Yep.
exactly? Like
So
she
she did.
it was standards.
That's
Yeah.
a strong black woman.
Like what
Teach
would I?
your son, because you gotta think nowadays, women are not teaching their son standards.
Not now.
Mhm.
Not
They
now.
teaching them dressing, fashion.
Yeah, that's real.
They're not even teaching them. You understand what I'm saying? Like real life stuff is more fashion.
Yeah.
I see on Instagram and stuff, man, where these moms go out and spend hundreds and thousands of dollars.
And you don't see nobody opening doors no more. Where's the chivalry?
You understand what I'm saying? But your son won't even open the door for a lady on a cane
Yeah.
or in a wheelchair. Like,
Or for a date.
yeah, or for his date.
where the poor
She
chair
opening
at?
the door for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or,
like
you know what I'm saying? She pulling her chair out, he pulling his chair out. No, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
teach him chivalry, man.
sign, shoot. But how do y'all feel about signs? Like, it's like
I'm happy we only got a minute left. Bro.
We ain't got no minute left. We got about 15 minutes left.
She talking about signs.
We got about 15 minutes
I
left.
feel like
JK.
I just feel like signs not a good joint. Like I feel like yo.
Signs as far as what?
I feel like
signs.
the month you was born in.
Oh, like
being-
zodiac
astrology.
Zodiac
signs.
The months you were born in being like
like relationships.
I'm gonna like you
Okay.
because of the month you was born in. No, like
So you don't really believe in signs.
I feel like
It's okay.
What
I mean,
is your
I'm just
sign?
asking.
I'm an Aries.
When's your birthday?
March 31st.
March 31st. It's my second time asking you this hand. I feel like I just asked you this.
Yeah, that's a question
Okay.
that you normally ask me once.
I don't know because signs to me, they say
Signs is
Taurus is in
Libra?
Libras.
See,
What's that compatibility?
I don't
They
know.
say-
I,
they
ain't
say
never, I was a little scared to look.
from what I was seeing, they say we not compatible at all.
I don't think
feel
it
me?
speaks on our like we not compatible, but I don't think it speaks on it whether we are or aren't. Like we're not unless you research that in particular. But you know how like when
Nah,
you
I
look
ain't
up your
never do
sign,
that.
yeah, like if you look up your sign, like it'll tell you what sign you are compatible with.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just don't cross. I don't know.
What signs do y'all attract?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Besides you check.
I think I can't say I attract a
Oh,
specific
shit.
sign. What?
Cancers and Geminis, mainly Geminis. And Pisces.
So you track what sign.
I attract Tauruses. That's what I'm married to.
Yeah,
I ain't never been with like a.
And I'm stuck. Say no.
Yeah, right.
If it's up, then it's say no. What you say?
I said I've never been like with a Libra or Aries or a Scorp or a Sag. Like I come across that in like family, friends.
Got
like,
you.
That's
Okay.
where the strong relationships are for me within the and that. But like when it come up, like I attract BS.
Got you. And you said you're a
Aries.
Aries. You're attracted to Aries though. So Aquarius and Aries are attracted to one another.
Yeah.
Clearly.
But she said she should track bullshit.
No,
This is what I'm saying. This is why it's
Wait, hold on.
unscripted all the time. Because they always got some bullshit with them.
Wait, okay, I'm talking about my past. This is past experience. This is not
Pass.
new.
Okay.
I feel
Make
like
it clear.
I feel
always
like
think you talking about her past.
I know.
I feel like
You know, we just bad.
and I feel like I feel like now the universe and the manifestation and the higher powers lead me to be with like a friend and more now because I feel like I'm maturing into that step. I feel like you have to go through a lot of things to get to where the person that you want. So it's just like they're not gonna. I feel like the universe is gonna be like, you're gonna go through this right now. You're gonna find you. When you find you, then we're gonna see if you can handle the big leagues. Whether it's with this one person, the next person, the next person, we just gotta see if you got it together. Because once again, I said you can't pour your cup if you ain't got nothing in your cup.
For fun, exactly.
Yeah,
Say that then.
maybe at Ben's. But before we, okay, who's next?
Before we what?
Before we nothing, because the timer is off. I feel. What are y'all doing Valentine's Day?
Right, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So we
Hold
gonna
on.
let our
Yes.
guests tell
Yeah.
y'all what we are doing.
Yeah, let us
on
know what we're
Valentine's
doing
Day.
on Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. 'Cause I
What's
don't know.
happening?
Yeah, so we gonna be outside. We performing at Reserve. I think that's where we performing at Reserve. You know what I'm saying? Catch me 8 o'clock. Well, I'm gonna be performing at around 10 o'clock. You
Perfect.
mean, come tap in. You mean, shit gonna be moving.
Insert clips, insert clips. It's an easy, insert oohs.
You
I'm
already
excited.
know.
So we
But
will be all
before
hanging
that,
out
though-
for Valentine's Day.
I'm about to say before that, do y'all got anything planned?
We've been celebrating throughout the week.
So yeah.
That's our we gonna
That's
end
how I
it with
ended with that.
Yeah.
Do you have
Hang out with
anything
y'all.
planned before that? Before the show?
That I'm talking about.
that. She tried it. How about you, Shay? Do you have
You have
anything
anything
planned?
planned?
Besides your red hair, bringing into Valentine's
I think
Day?
I might take myself out, like do my own like type of brunch. Give my
You gonna
cake.
give yourself a brunch for Valentine's Day?
Am I?
Yeah, brunch on Valentine's.
I'm playing, but I would love to
She's
go out.
hilarious.
Hold on now. Hold
Stressing
on
you
now.
out.
Oh shit, it's
Hold
Valentine's
on.
Day
It's right now. Hold on,
This
stop.
podcast
Key,
is
key,
landing
key.
to Valentine's Day.
Key,
y'all.
key.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, and I just can't wait to see what's planned for tomorrow because
Technically today.
today,
Yeah.
because I feel like a special
You
someone.
got your brunch plans.
Stop.
You gotta go to your brunch.
This is my brunch. I'm just putting
Hold
it up in
up,
the
real
universe.
quick.
In the
You gotta go to your
universe.
personal brunch.
Before we end this session, I want to put it out in the atmosphere that women love romance on Valentine's Day.
Bad, damn bad.
No matter how
Real
old
bad.
you are, no matter how
The flowers are those that
long you've been in your relationship, no matter if it's the beginning, middle,
of time.
or not end, but the longer end of your journey
This
of a
some bullshit.
relationship. We love to be shown
Oh, another question.
on
for
Valentine's Day that we are loved.
Ask a
So what
question.
about men?
Hold on.
What about
hold on.
men?
Yeah, hold
Hold
on.
Speak
Let's ask a
up.
question.
I'm just
man.
talking about women. 'cause
Is
I'm a woman.
Valentine's Day only for the woman?
No,
Right.
no.
That's what I need
It's
to know.
not, and I
Right.
actually can't
All
wait to
All
say
right,
it.
all right.
That's
And
what
I
I need to know.
Cause it seems like every Valentine's Day only the men. Are
But is it
All
no?
the
But is it
women.
the situations? Is it the past situations y'all
Can you
been
say
through?
the same? And only men get showered on Valentine's
Nice.
Day, or have you ever been showered
Only
on
Do you-
Valentine's
have
Day?
you ever get? Alright.
I'm Ryan off of his question.
Oh.
Yeah.
I ain't speaking for me. I'm
Speak
talking about
in
him.
general. Speak in general. Oh no, exactly.
He ain't
Oh
speaking
no.
for me.
Speak. It's
I'm
speaking
speaking for him. Cause on
Speak for
Valentine's Day, I don't know what the fuck he get. I get. So
Thank you.
I'm
Well,
not
well,
speaking for me.
well, it
I'm
sounds
speaking
like
Well,
for
hold
him.
on.
women want to be pleased on Valentine's
Cause hold
Day.
on,
It's
If
just
you
like,
don't do what
it's
you
not
gotta
even
do,
about nothing.
that
It's
don't
just
got
like,
nothing to do with us.
it's just like yo look.
It's like-
It's just like yo look, right?
I'm talking.
We don't really trip. You know what I mean, bro?
I'll be right back. I keep being disturbed.
I feel as though
Disrupted.
in your relationship, the man shouldn't have. Well, how can I say this? Y'all post, I feel like when it comes to showering each other, I feel like that's supposed to be a 50-50. Now, if you don't got it that day, that's understandable. But, like, I feel like that should be 50-50. Like, yes, females are supposed to feel like, you know, princess, we get everything, da-da-da-da. But it's just like, at the end of the day, we still got a partner. So it's just like, if you don't give back to the person that's giving to you, what are you doing?
I'm just saying, like,
No, I'm
Valentine's
agreeing.
Day. Yeah,
I'm agreeing, though.
I'm just asking, like, it's Valentine's
No.
Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
A day of giving,
Yeah,
right?
Thanksgiving.
It's like a day. It's like an additional day of giving, or
Thanksgiving.
a
Alright.
day of like. I don't know, like.
No,
I think
no,
no.
it's not.
I-
Because if you don't love somebody, you ain't giving them nothing. Valentine's Day.
No, it's people who
What?
are freshly dating who celebrate Valentine's Day. They don't love each other, but they will you be my Valentine? That's out of everybody in the market.
Hold
And
on.
kitty
But
shit.
you just said freshly dating.
But
But
even
if
as
I don't
kids,
know
though.
you and you don't know me, am I giving you something for Valentine's Day?
I'm giving you a card asking you, will you be my Valentine? Yes.
Yeah,
that's
'cause
giving.
I don't know you.
But as kids, they do
I
that
didn't
Well,
say,
too.
you-
I didn't say no, I didn't say that. I said freshly dating. That's the difference.
And I said,
You're
I'm
getting
not
to know the
saying freshly dating. I'm saying if I don't know you.
Obviously, strangers aren't going to be each other's Valentines. Hello. If you never crossed the path for the person, how can y'all be Valentines? How can y'all be so? Let's make it make sense.
How would y'all want to be proposed to as a Valentine? Like, how would you want somebody to say, will you be my Valentine?
I
What's that?
think
What that look
I
like for
take
y'all?
E for effort. I appreciate any form of trying. I don't care if I come downstairs in the morning with breakfast made. Thank you. You don't do that for me every day because we are workaholics and we are busy. So any simple gesture. I don't care if I go to my car and my gas tank is now full.
Mm-hmm.
That's a simple gesture that I'm going to appreciate. I don't care if I wake up and my daughter's fully dressed and ready for me to take her to daycare. That's a gesture. That's one less thing that I have to worry about. That could be a gift.
Right.
I don't care if my feet are rubbed.
Yes,
Oh,
have
she
you on the feet
definitely
rub,
talking about
in the
me.
back rub.
No, I'm giving examples of what
What you
everything is not about. I'm going to spend
Money
$1,000
at all.
Make sure you
to
say
show this
loud,
person that I
examples.
love them.
Are we gonna move on? How would you
It could
like?
be a E for effort. Just the fact that you went the extra mile to see that you put a smile on my face. That's the point I'm making. If you went the extra mile, something that we might not have time to do to each other or for each other on a day-to-day basis, but you did it on this special day because it's a day of celebration of love. That's what it is. It's just like Christmas. People be like, oh, I'm not celebrating Christmas. I give to my kids all year round. No, this is just a day where you give a little more.
Yeah.
It's not about the gifts necessarily. It's about spending time with the people you love, and you give a little bit more. You know what I mean? Thanksgiving. We all cook every day and every night,
But
right?
that Thanksgiving
But that
turkey,
Thanksgiving meal, it's
And
gonna
then
be a
ham.
little more.
and that, yeah, I'm about to be fit.
That's
yeah,
all.
Yeah.
So,
A little extra leather.
in case you needed a hint, baby,
Alright,
Hold on,
I gave a
hold
couple
on.
hints.
Pass the mic, pass the mic. How would you like to be, somebody extra? How would you want that?
What's
Somebody
your-
asked me to be a Valentine.
Yeah.
I ain't never get that before. That sound crazy. I don't know. I'll probably just be like, I don't know. It's just whatever. Like,
Eat for
really
effort.
whatever. Eat for effort at that point. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, like, 'cause I don't know. That sound heavy. It's hard.
That's different.
That's different. Like as a man, see, we don't really get like, you feel me? Like that's not our day. Like, you feel me?
Yes, it is though.
I feel like it's for
Me-
however you make it. However
Me-
the couple makes it. Whether you know what I
Word.
mean? Like what you make it. It's what it is.
It's a day.
Right.
Like, yo,
That's why I
Because
was
I
happy you
don't,
asked
I
each one of us.
don't look
That's
to
why
be
the questions
asked.
matter.
like,
Sing my Valentine's.
like, what the
Like,
hell?
I don't
Like,
look to act. I don't look to be asked that, but I'm gonna make sure that we do something. I don't care if it's just us just kicking it.
Okay.
I don't care if it's us just kicking it. I'm gonna make sure that we do something.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna feel special in some type of way.
See, I'm a realist.
me
Mhm.
too.
With any holiday, if I got it to give, I'm gonna go all out. If I don't,
Right.
I know my limits. That's just
Right.
how I am. But guess what? You gonna know I love you the same as I did yesterday before this holiday came.
Bars.
Bars. You need me to repeat
Alright,
that?
y'all.
Hey, hold on. I ain't get my spiel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to answer this question?
I
Because you just been
did.
asking the questions. You ain't been answering the questions.
Yeah, I've actually been sitting back.
So, yeah, what's your idea of a what is my
Um,
Valentine?
Doing something for somebody else. I feel like I know how to give myself love. So I want to give, yeah. And that's what I really love, seeing people smile.
Mhm.
Like, truly, that makes me happy.
Mhm.
So just putting a smile on somebody's face and just, I'm good. Look, if you got it, you got it. I'm going to be good. But share it. There's nothing wrong with sharing it with somebody at
Yeah,
all,
period.
anytime. So, to conclude these messages, it's been a long night. Thank you for being patient.
Yes, y'all stay
Like-
tuned in with us this whole time.
Because, Lord,
Or y'all fast forwarded a little bit.
it's okay. But y'all still watching. Make sure you still watch. But it's Shay
Nelly.
Admit the truth.
and our guest.
J. King.
Thank y'all.
And we are signing out. Thank you for watching. Happy Valentine's Day. And don't forget,
Love always wins.
and comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, yo. We out.
We love y'all.
We
Thank
out.
y'all.
It's 3-way. We out.
Y'all.
How you
Deuces.
Oh, God.
Now can he get up late?
I just
When he showed up late. So
I just blew candle wax on me.
Wait, are you okay?
You ain't see
God damn, that breath was hot.
it.